Hey guys, so I'm here with the fabulous Vanessa Jean again, and we just thought we'd do a small video teaching you about all the brand new products that were released at the recent American convention and how to use them, why you want them in your life, and also make sure you get along to any of the post-convention tours coming up. The first one's tonight in Brisbane, but we've got a whole bunch coming up in major cities around Australia over the next few days, because you'll have massive, significant savings well below the wholesale price when you get them in the post-convention kit. But yeah, let's learn all about them and yeah.
Yes. So, shall we start with something that doTERRorists have been waiting for ages?
Yes.
Shall we start with yummy bodyliciousness?
Absolutely.
Alrighty. Let's go. Guess what this is, everyone? Dun dun dun. Can you see what this is?
Finally have a soap, and if any of you have used the old soaps that doTERRA were making, they did fall apart quite easily. This one is really, really solid, and it's made with beautiful oils like jojoba and weird oils like kukui, I think, in it, that are really similar to our skin's own natural oils. So it doesn't leave that greasy residue, it doesn't strip your skin of its natural oils, but it also doesn't disintegrate and fall apart really easy. It's just a beautiful natural soap, and it's got bergamot and grapefruit essential oils in it. So
gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous on the skin.
Yo.
Now, we're all loving the hand and body lotion as it is, the unscented. Look at this packaging though. So when you look at the complete picture, imagine what an amazing gift this makes with Christmas coming up.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Totally awesome.
Absolutely gorgeous, really elegant, totally beautiful. And then you can marry it with one of the lip balms as well. So this is still the same. As in it's unscented. The formula has been improved. We all loved it as it was, and it's even better now. It absorbs really quickly. It is awesome for those of you that accidentally get sunburned. Whoops, did that on the weekend. And just add loads and loads of lavender to it and lather up. And then of course, kiss yourself all over with Frankie Boy to heal. So that is totally yummy.
Really good.
Yeah, Helichrysum's divine as well for those of you who have it. So you can make yourself beautiful, beautiful blends. So the other one is the yummy body wash. So like this body bar, I really love using a body wash and a bar. So I love the combination of both. We don't have it here because Jessie's so gorgeous. She, as soon as she got back from America, she already gifted it to her mama. So we don't have that here to show you, but you'll see it at the post-convention tours and online, and it has the bergamot and grapefruit, which complements the body bar beautifully, with the addition of cedarwood. Now, cedarwood's traditionally been used for skin for a long time. It's amazing support for our skin, and it's soothing and nourishing. So I actually use this particular body wash in the bath. And we just give it a little squeeze, and the plant cellulose within it stimulates that little bubbling effect, and the kids love it. And you can just add some extra lavender if you want, because it's in such a beautiful carrier. It's fine for the kids' skin, so you don't need to add milk or extra oil or anything to that.
And it's in a coconut oil base, so really, really beautiful natural base.
Yummy, which is nourishing to the skin. So the thing to note with this, guys, is that the body bar and the actual body wash, it's not leaching our skin of its natural oils, right? So we're literally, just like the essential oils do, we're kind of chatting to the skin and going, hello, we're going to feed you yumminess. So we're nourishing it really deeply.
Yeah.
And this, tell them the story.
So we got our post-convention kits when we were over in Utah for the convention in Salt Lake City, and we came back to Vanessa's beautiful, gorgeous mansion on top of the Utah mountains.
That we were renting, not my actual one, though Paul and I wish it was.
Yeah, it was stunning. So we all had a bit of a spa party with all the new products. Yeah. We were super excited. So we were giving each other mud masks, so that's why it's covered in mud. But yeah, it was a really, really fun night, and just being able to give each other that clay mask and sit around by the fire and have tea and chats was really, really fun. So
the boys loved it.
Yes.
The men folk absolutely loved it. And what's really awesome with this is it has malachite in it, and we had Adam Barrelay with us. You can just Google him, Crystal Connections. He's like Crystal King, and he was so excited that there's malachite in it. So there's really yummy additions in here that I haven't seen before in mud masks. Yeah. And do note that the tingling is supposed to happen. It's doing all this stimulatory fun stuff to help clear and purge the body of toxins, right?
Yeah, totally. So it's really, really cleansing and beautiful. Not something you would use every day, but maybe once a week or every 2 weeks for a really beautiful cleanse. It's got things like juniper berry and grapefruit and myrrh and, you know, really natural oils like shea, and it's got things like lentil and green tea, and as you mentioned, malachite, which is the crystal that's supposed to be really cleansing and detoxifying as well. So
and protective.
Yeah, so it's totally awesome. And the other thing is thinking about all of these spa products that we've got. You can start doing little pamper parties with people and spa workshops and approaching, you know, beauty salons and those kinds of things with these incredible new products, along with the Virage skincare collection, which it marries with beautifully.
And what's really great is for those of you that don't like DIY, you now don't have to. You now have these amazing products to start doing stuff with. And you can combine it really beautifully with the foot baths that we do with the Himalayan sea salts and some cypress, grapefruit and peppermint in there, and then give them a yummy massage with the unscented, you know, body lotion, for instance, and infuse it with some beautiful oils like Aromatouch for any sore feet or to soothe them, yeah? So that spa blend, which is Aromatouch, goes beautifully in there. And you can also take the Citrus Bliss as part of your spa night and give hand massages with it. And for those of you that know the Aromatouch technique, you can be doing the Aromatouch on the hands and the feet. So that's pretty yummy, isn't it?
Yeah. Awesome.
Exfoliating body scrub.
I didn't give this one away, but I've already used my whole thing, so I'm excited to get more post-convention kits tonight so I can get another one.
Yeah. It has wild orange, ginger, and what else?
Grapefruit.
So,
and kukui, sweet almond oil.
Yeah.
Again, and the gentle cane sugar is what exfoliates the skin. This literally leaves you with like baby soft, silky smooth, divine skin. It smells amazing. Like literally you smell it and you just want to like eat the whole thing. Don't do that obviously, but it is a stunning product. My favorite out of all the new products.
Yeah, I think it was a big favorite for everyone. Everyone was super excited to hear this. And you'll hear repetition of grapefruit being in a lot of these because it's such an amazing skin tonic. And you can make yourself an aromatic dressing after you've used these with some grapefruit, lime, wild orange. Obviously, take care, they're photosensitive, so you don't want to go out in the sun after these because you can sunburn with it. But they're also really good for the problem skin, the dimples. What does your friend call it?
Barrett calls it the hail damaged areas in our body.
That's Barrett Munro. So yes, she's a cutie. So the hail damage, but yeah, so for any support for your skin and your body that way, it's really great. Okay, so Jessie really loves the scrub, which I do too, but I've got to say my favorite has been this body butter. I am loving all this travel that we're doing and having this instant body butter that I can take and pull out and just lather myself in. So I've been doing extra delicious aromatic dressing with the body butter actually. It's really beautiful.
Wild orange, Douglas fir, and frankincense. Smells literally. I need to smell it right now.
Yeah, it's absolutely heavenly, and we'll show you.
You've used a fair bit.
I told you it's my favourite. Paul and I have been on the road with Ariel for the last 3 weeks, so this has been really beautiful. So.
Oh, it smells so
When I was in Port Douglas and Cairns, I accidentally got sunburn. I didn't reapply my natural sunscreen because it's been so long. I just want to show you how that's going in. So I actually use this and lavender essential oil to bring my skin back. And I just want to show you on my hands because body butters are quite thick. So most people think, oh, they don't absorb, but they absorb.
Yeah, I've never liked body butters because they leave that sticky,
neither have I.
Like greasy, toxic kind of residue.
I have literally only used essential oils, hence why I teach aromatic dressing on my body and carrier oil. So now that this is here, and I do love this, I absolutely think this is fabulous also to travel with and just to get around with. Yeah. Now that I have this, I won't be without this. This will come everywhere. And it's little and it's really light, guys. So it packs into anything and can even go on your carry-on when you're not going overseas.
Yeah, awesome.
Okay.
Because you get such dry skin when you're in planes and aircon and working in aircon.
Yeah.
So,
I've been doing my elbows, my heels lots. I love getting around bare feet, and we've been in the sun in Port Douglas and Cairns, so we did have some wind down time and on the beach, and I just found that really beautiful. It's also really good for people who experience dry skin, like crocodile skin. Body butter is deeply nourishing, so you can even combine, aromatically dressing in the evening with your carrier oil, and in the day do the shea butter, for instance, or the other way around. So one doesn't exclude the other. I'm really excited about this. I'm such a lip balm girl. I'm not into lipsticks and things. So we have the original one, which all of us love, which is the peppermint and wild orange. And this one here is herbal. So I actually do you love this one?
Yeah.
I'm like in love. Totally in love with this one.
Lovely.
And sorry, that's the original, the blue. Tropical is the orange and herbal is green. So when you come to the post-convention tour, you will get all of these in your kit, and you can start using them straight away.
I just want to tell you the oils they have in the tropical
Does it have it here?
So they've got lime, clementine, and ylang ylang in a tropical one. It's seriously a divine combo.
And the herbal lemon here.
Lemon and marjoram and spearmint. So
lemon
really
verbena.
Beautiful.
Yeah. It tastes good, and when you lick your lips or kiss your beloved, it tastes really good too.
And I've always reacted, even to natural lip balms, my lips start to peel and just go, I don't know, really manky. I've never been able to wear any natural lip balms or anything like that, or toxic ones obviously peel layers off my skin, but these ones I don't react to at all. They just leave my lips beautiful and smooth. They smell amazing. They're all natural.
Yeah,
totally awesome
they make awesome gifts, great stocking fillers, awesome to birthday gifts, and they are really good for kids' birthday presents. You know, you can add that with like a little lavender piece, the new lavender piece, which we'll show you in a minute as well. Gorgeous, gorgeous birthday gifts. Let's clear the world of all that plastic crap and the gifts we give to kids and thoughtless gifts that we can give each other sometimes, and let's give each other really deep, sustaining gifts that last and make a difference to our body. What goes in our skin should be good enough to eat, right? So let's eat it up. So this is the packaging, new packaging for Citrus Bliss. And there's also one for the rose lotion, which we don't have here. But you'll see it at the post-convention tours, and you'll see it all online. So remember, the beautiful thing about this rose hand cream, for those that don't know, you get online and you order it from your US side, and all proceeds, 100% that is, goes to Healing Hands. So that goes to help things like fresh water in different countries. It's helping to build schools. It's helping to, for the Days for Girls, our Operation Underground Railroad, which we're really passionate about. So there's heaps that it goes to, and 100% goes to them.
That is like my gift staple, rose hand lotion and like a lip balm or some of the new products. Amazing gifts. The rose lotion smells divine. I love rose essential oil. And obviously we can only get rose essential oil with an incentive once a year, but if you love rose, get the rose lotion and you'll have it in your life all the time. It's absolutely stunning.
And the rose is sourced from Bulgaria, from the beautiful earth there. So it's deeply nourishing. It's one of the most beautiful roses I've actually ever smelled. So for those that you know that love rose, this is a beautiful way to get it to them. And you could do something like add the Console for them as a gift, or some Passion for them as a gift. Can you see what I am showing you? I'm showing you the Emotional Aromatherapy Kit, suspended in fractionated coconut oil, ready to just roll on the body, and uses your perfume. So we often say, you know, place Console over the heart and rub it in and let yourself settle. This is now ready to go. So it's safe for us, for the kids to travel around with, and I am literally traveling with these everywhere. I take all of them. So the Emotional Aromatherapy Kit has the rose, has the Passion and the Console, as well as Peace and Forgive, and Motivate and Cheer. So these two are uplifting. Motivate, I say it's like sticking a firecracker up your butt. So for those that are procrastinators and not moving forward, feeling really stuck, feeling really stagnant, get out the Motivate and put that on. And you can take the actual, I thought I had it here, sorry, the Motivate bottle itself from the Emotional Aromatherapy Kit that isn't suspended in fractionated coconut oil, and diffuse it with Cheer. Here's the Cheer as a touch. This really cracks open the heart to joy, opening, helps us to feel at home with that kiss of vanilla to it. For those that are feeling really lost, aimless, combine those two in your lives and it really helps to recalibrate you. Yeah. What I am totally loving, I have to say at the moment, is Peace.
And everyone knows that's my pretty much number one oil for helping when I feel anxious, over the heart chakra, over the wrists, back of the neck, soles of feet. For kids as well, incredibly, incredibly helpful for just grounding, calming. When you're feeling constricted and just anxious, it just opens everything right back up. It's a stunning, stunning blend.
Yeah, and it smells beautiful. So it's another one you can use as your perfume as well. Beautiful one for kids to go to school with if they're starting to feel those anxious states arise, or if they're starting to feel stressed. Maybe they've got exams or tests or projects to finish. End of year blues, you know, coming to that big change that's about to happen before they transition into a very long school holiday time here in Australia. That's our big summer break, and then transitioning into that next grade up, or maybe even high school. So Peace is beautiful. The way I've really loved using Peace is a drop of vetiver on each of my big toes, so that just helps to quiet my mind. And I take the Peace and I massage it with another drop of vetiver on each of my feet, and I just massage and massage, and then I take the piece and I literally anoint myself with it. So I'm putting it on my wrists, I'm putting it on my palms, breathing it in behind the ears here, over my neck, the whole throat area here, and I swipe the back of my neck. And
I find it particularly good if I'm doing a workshop, or if I've got to go to a speaking engagement. That's when I'll be have that heightened kind of anxious state. So if I want to just become really calm and grounded and centered, so I can enter a room, do the workshop or do the speaking thing, I will apply peace. I'll have balance and vetiver on my feet and down my spine, and then the piece more of the heart chakra and the wrist and the top half.
Yeah, so that's two great ways to use it. One, I use it as my sleep anchor. So for those of you that don't know, we're really into using our essential oils to create beautiful, powerful aromatic anchors. So every time you smell that, it takes you into that place. And because I have such a powerful association with that and the vetiver to come into restfulness, you know, like that wind down for sleep, I also find that in the day, if I'm feeling a bit stressy or going too fast, it'll just calm me down and bring me back to my center. So that's really beautiful. Console, known as the comforting blend. I touched on this earlier. I really love this massaged over the heart. I think it's really beautiful. And with all of these, you can add a drop of frankincense. Remember to really amplify it. Frankincense will magnify the effects of these oils.
Yeah. So if you're in a kind of grieving period of your life, or you're just feeling like, sometimes I get really low and I just want to cry and curl up in a ball and that just really helps. It's the comforting blend, so it will really help support those kind of low mood or just feeling upset and not great. It's really stunning.
It's a beautiful one for men as well. Same with peace. All of these touch kit oils are great for the men folk, so get it on them. You know, I think sometimes it's easy for us to forget that, you know, they get really stressed too, and they don't have the same outlet that us women do, you know, talking about it, talking it through. So these oils can just quietly help work their way into their lives. Forgive.
I love Forgive because it has two of my favorite oils in it, Arbor Vitae and Juniper Berry. Juniper Berry is the oil that I go to sleep with every night, so that's my sleep anchor. Juniper Berry on my pillow, in the diffuser, just even smelling it from the bottle, it helps me not have nightmares and night terrors. But this beautiful Forgive oil, so if you're feeling resentful or frustrated with people in your life or anything like that, obviously you can diffuse the normal 5ml bottles, but you can also roll this one again on the wrists, wherever you want to, and just really breathe that in, and maybe do some tapping around the issue. I always turn to tapping, but that actually in combination with tapping, Brad Yates has a tapping video on resentment, on forgiveness, on those kinds of things, so you can make a really powerful combination if you're going through anything like that.
And what's really beautiful is that they're now creating, we're super excited, this stainless steel top on all of the roller bottles.
They roll really well. It's not too much, it's not too little, it's the perfect amount comes out. And they're just far sturdier as well. So Passion, stunning, sexy, spicy, gorgeous, aphrodisiac blend. It's fantastic for both men and women. So Daryl actually uses this as his cologne. This is his absolute favourite doTERRA product, Passion. So he's pretty excited that it's now in a roller as well. It just makes it even easier to apply. So it's cinnamon, cardamom, clove, ginger, sandalwood, jasmine, which is my all-time favorite oil ever. And again, something you can only get once a year as an incentive. So if you love jasmine, get Passion or Whisper in your life, but Passion is particularly awesome. And vanilla and Damiana, which I know Vanessa is a massive fan.
I love Damiana. Beautiful aphrodisiac. So the Console has the rose and the Passion has the jasmine. So yes. So I'm going to just touch on coming back to peace and how I love that as a sleep anchor. What I've actually started combining with it is that I'm super excited about.
Best product ever, seriously.
Are we ready? Who's ready for more sleep? Who wants to sleep really deeply and wake up feeling fabulous? Well, let me tell you, this has changed my life. So, can you see? We are super excited about these. So this is,
seriously,
Foil's holding it. This is what they look like. Let's see if we can kind of hold it up like that. Maybe my hand is better. So you take two, about half an hour before sleep, and you pop the new Serenity, which is Lavender Peace for the Aussies, into the diffuser for sleep at night. And you can add your extra juniper berry or vetiver to that, but the thing with this is that it now has been infused with vetiver, hoewood and cedarwood. So if you want to add extra, you sure can. It's not a problem at all. So this smells beautiful. You can massage this in your fractionated coconut oil or your body butter into the soles of your feet just before sleep. or into the hand and body lotion.
Particularly on the big toe, which is a reflexology point for
the head, yeah, which slows everything down. And that's why I put the vetiver on the tip of my big toe. So those two are beautiful. Most people aren't getting enough sleep, so this is really taking.
For me, not sleeping is generally my mind is super overactive, and I can tend to be anxious and just thinking about way too many things when I'm trying to fall asleep. And what the Serenity capsules do is just really calm me down, but without that sedative effect. Like, I used to be addicted heavily to sleeping pills. And I would find that the next day I'd wake up and I'd just be like a total zombie. So this, I still wake up refreshed, I'm normal, I can function. Obviously they're not addictive, they're just 100% natural. Yeah. And
I actually find I wake up with more energy now since taking those. So it's taking us into that deep level of sleep so that we actually feel like we are well rested, because we are regenerating while we sleep.
And I actually feel less anxious the next day after I've taken them than the night before, because the herbs in them and the oils in them really help bring that down. So that's great. One of my friends is actually using them to help with anxious states and talking to her doTERRA tree of love for support for that for people as well. And it makes sense, because we're looking at, if I have a look here, it has lavender essential oil, lemon balm, which is Melissa, passion flower, and German chamomile. Now, German chamomile is actually my favourite chamomile. That's the blue chamomile, and it is fabulous for us. It's amazing for the skin as well. You know, you look at these oils in it. If you even just break down the lemon balm, passion flower, German chamomile, and lavender, they're amazing for the skin. You know, what we're putting in has to come out as well. So this is support, not just for sleep. This astounds me. This is supporting the entire body, the whole system, the whole you. So I love that. And like Jessie said, what it's also doing is it's helping to calm down the thoughts. And taking them half an hour before sleep is beautiful. It's just, for me, it comes in this beautiful wave. Like, I'm just starting to feel like I'm winding down and ready to sleep. So I use these, obviously this is my post-convention kit from when I was in America, and I'll be getting more tonight.
Yes, we can't wait.
But when I was flying back, so I'm a really anxious flyer. I hate being around people all the time. There's noises, there's people bumping trolleys. It's just like, just cannot even deal. And I was flying by myself as well, so just really particularly anxious. And I popped two of these, and I seriously just sat there like in a zen state, listening to music and just like, oh, this is nice. Just chilling. And I got 5-6 hours sleep on a plane. Normally I never sleep on a plane. Obviously 5-6 hours isn't ideal in a normal situation, but for me to have that much sleep on a long haul flight, you know, sitting upright with a neck pillow where I'd normally just not sleep at all and feel so anxious and get home and be really angry and have generally a massive meltdown. Normally I have the meltdown when I get off the plane and I'm in customs, and I had no meltdown in customs or security, even though they charged me a ridiculous amount for bringing that in, because I declared it. So
okay, hold out your hand.
You won't get that when you get it at post-convention.
This is another way you can use it. So you can just place the drop in your hand and then rub your hands together, and with an intention of coming into tranquility and deep peace, releasing that which no longer serves you, we take 3 deep breaths.
I actually really like the smell of this one better than the
I like it way better.
It's not as sickly sweet.
Yeah, there we go, snap. Yeah, it's not. So for those of you that love the woods more, you'll find this really appealing. And actually, I love it even more when I'm diffusing it. It comes off really nicely, and I love the base of that vetiver kind of, you know, just humming through it. It's like this deep,
Vetiver is the best.
Yummy. Okay, so what have we got next? We have the A to Z chewables for kitty winkles.
Dom loves these, seriously loves these. Does Ariel love these? So
good. She does. I'll tell you what she loves more though. Why I hesitated was because what she's totally crazy about is these. She's like, Mama, can I take my probiotics? Yeah. I'm going to tell you a cute story. So we'll talk about those in a second. But Ariel with her little friend Finn, Anastasia and Zach's gorgeous boy, were kicking back doing their whole pre-teen thing, reading their books, and Anastasia goes in to say hello to them, and there they are with their PB Assist. You just cut off the top and they're literally just chucking them back while they're sitting there just like, hey Mom, how you going?
So cute.
So this is really adorable. So you can see it's like a straw size, and you just chop off the top there, and they can literally take them like that.
Yeah.
Or they can put them in a drink. So if your kids need to put it in a smoothie, water,
yogurt,
fresh juice that you're doing, yogurt, over their cereal, in their porridge, it is fabulous. It's over 5 billion live cells, over a unique blend of 6 different probiotic strains, specifically selected for their benefits among children, because kids and adults are not the same, right? So this is specifically formulated for our little angels.
Yeah, but also for adults that may struggle with sensory processing difficulties or struggle taking capsules and pills, which a lot of people can, you can actually use the probiotic cyst junior for adults as well. So
and it's strawberry and melon flavoured.
it's delicious, and it's all natural, it's naturally sweetened, all of that kind of stuff.
Paul even likes them.
Yeah,
I can't get my husband to eat fermented veggies
I seriously,
and drink fermented drinks.
I have way too many of them.
He loves
Dom
those.
doesn't get enough. I'm like, thanks Dom, give me that.
So do you want to talk about these?
Yeah, A to Z chewables. So obviously children sometimes can struggle with getting all the nutrients they need if they're particularly fussy. My youngest one, Ned, will eat absolutely anything. He's like a hoover.
He's the best.
Vacuums down.
He eats more than us.
Yeah, literally it's way more than I do. It's ridiculous. But Dom can be a little bit more challenging, and I get vegetables in him through bolognese and smoothies and things like that. But even when kids are eating lots of fruit and vegetables and getting good fats and protein and all that stuff, because our soils are so depleted, especially in Australia, and just not getting the minerals and nutrients we need like we used to, it can be really beneficial for them to supplement that with a multivitamin, but not a synthetic rubbish crappy multivitamin from the chemist or supermarket that's just, they'll just literally have it and they will just be peeing out fluoro orange stuff and really not taking anything from that. It can actually be damaging having that much synthetic vitamins and minerals. But this is all food grade, non-synthetic, actually from real sources vitamins. So it's got your A, C, D3, E, K, riboflavin, niacin, vitamin B6, all of those things, as well as things like magnesium and zinc and selenium, manganese, all really important. But then it's also got a superfood blend and a cognitive blend. So cognitive blend really helping support their brain.
Which is a new addition to this mix.
Scoring and function. Yeah, so it's got choline and some extremely long word, which I'm not going to try and pronounce.
Oh God, I probably...
Yeah, let's not pronounce it.
It's...
And something else. So the cognitive blend is really helping support.
You can read it. Buy it and have a read.
And the superfood blend. So, Dom wouldn't sit down and eat things like spirulina and broccoli and carrot powder and stuff like that, spinach. Just not going to happen. Actually, he loves spinach. It's one thing I can get him to eat.
Yes.
But that superfood blend in there will be really helpful in terms of ensuring your kids are getting the nutrients they need.
Yeah, and what I was going to talk about with this PB Assist, when you pull them out, they look a bit glittery. They're actually microencapsulated, which means it's protecting the live strain of probiotics within them. So that's really important. So you don't need to keep them in the fridge. They're protected. They're really easy to travel with, so like I showed you, you can literally just pull them out of the box and take the number that they need for each day. Just one per day is enough. You want to be careful with your kids if they haven't been exposed to fermented foods, even when they're a bit older. It can trigger a cleansing response, so they may need to go to the toilet. This too shall pass. It's just helping to clear out, and it's the same for us as adults as well. So Ariel's pretty used to fermented drinks and things, so she didn't have that, but you may. So just know that it will pass, and just maybe start with half a sachet to begin with. Gut health is everything. If our gut is healthy, it's the second brain of the body, then it helps to bring our body back into its natural state of health and wellness, and our mind becomes more balanced and tranquil and sharper and clearer, and we have more energy, better sleep as well, and our moods are much more stable or balanced, shall we say. Alright, so we have the omegas for the kids as well, remember, so you can get those beautiful oils into the children. Now, who's excited about the new oils? Very excited? So I personally was really happy to hear that Petitgrain was around, because this is one that I used to really love to work with. The wild orange is from the zest. Neroli, an oil I love, comes from the orange blossom. And this one here is coming from the twigs and the leaves. Petitgrain, when you breathe her in, is for me really filling. So I
smells
find
different to me every time I smell this one.
Yeah. So maybe she's working with your moods differently.
Because I was a bit kind of taken aback when I first smelled it. It's quite a full on, but I'm really enjoying it now, especially blended in the diffuser with a few other things.
Yeah.
Like spikenard, for example.
Yeah. I love it with spikenard. It comes from the bitter orange tree. In Paraguay, yeah. So there's some great co-impact sourcing happening there as well. So,
Dr. Hill refers to Petitgrain as the manly lavender. So if you don't like the floral smell of lavender, but you want something really calming and beautiful, turn to Petitgrain. So
it helps to increase feelings of calmness. This oil is really tranquil. I used to find it like this natural way of me to just, you know, drop into really deep peace. And I actually really love combining the petitgrain with the new Serenity blend that's been created in the diffuser, and it makes for a beautiful aromatic dressing as well. So with petitgrain, use it as a support for sleep, for those of you that struggle with sleep as well. Use it as your nightly blend for aromatic dressing, and like Jessie said, it's beautiful for the menfolk as well.
And also fantastic stress reduction as well. So.
Yeah, yep, absolutely. Okay, spikenard. I'm so excited about spikenard because it comes in a beautiful 5ml bottle, and it comes from native plants in the Himalayan mountains. It's interesting, it's from Himalaya too, the Himalayas, because it's such a holy place, and this is a renowned holy oil, very, very sacred oil, used for anointing the ajna and different points of the body to take us into an altered state of connecting with Source, God, the universe, higher self, goddess.
It smells really different to me from first time I smelled it.
Yeah, a lot of people are repulsed by it actually to begin with, and it's similar response to vetiver. It's like, oh, you know, what's that?
I thought vetiver smelled like an ashtray when I first, like I was just full on repulsed. Vetiver is one of my favourite. It just smells like earth and grass and roots now. And this is growing on me as well.
So spikenard is a really beautiful addition to your oils, and you can take the spikenard, and for those of you lucky enough to have rose, you can combine spikenard, rose and myrrh to enhance a sacred feminine blend, or you can take spikenard with jasmine and Hawaiian sandalwood to enhance the sacred masculine blend that I teach. So that's really beautiful.
So Dr. Hill was saying when he was talking about spikenard that it's very similar in chemical properties to frankincense essential oil. So kind of anything frankincense can do, which is pretty much everything, spikenard can do as well.
So it will magnify, I don't actually know scientifically if it magnifies as much as frankincense, but I'm certainly finding it's shining a light on the blends that I'm using it with. So it seems to have similar magnifying effects. You can do a really beautiful meditative blend with it, and what I've been playing with is the spikenard, frankincense and Hawaiian sandalwood. So they take us quite deep into meditation anyway, so you're enhancing with that as well. So any meditative type practices, whether it's going into meditation, yoga, artwork, you know, maybe dropping into dance and expressing that way as a meditation, it's there, and it's a beautiful way to use it. It is, it's a beautiful way to anoint yourself. Right, so take it and anoint to just come to stillness as well, to come to calm, tranquility. The biggest thing with our society is that we run so far into that flight fight, so that sympathetic system goes into this overdrive. It's like going into hyperdrive almost, you know, like beam me up, Scotty, let's go warp speed. So instead of us always going at that warp speed and then not knowing how we got to this point because we did it unconsciously, I can just calm down and actually just step by step enjoy the journey again. Right?
I'm actually enjoying the journey right now because I keep smelling spikenard.
I feel like I'm really dropping into it.
The other thing that I loved hearing about spikenard, or was really incredible and kind of overwhelming for me, is how much it takes to actually source this essential oil. So it's really, really high up in the Himalayan mountains and very, very tricky to get to. Sometimes, so it takes about 3 days for the people that source this oil to get there. And then sometimes they can't even get back down because of, you know, wet weather, and it's just very, very tricky terrain that they're working with. So the efforts that people go to source this essential oil, and then also the fact that compact sourcing and really supporting these communities where it is really, really needed is just mind-blowing.
You know what's really beautiful as well, Jessie, is that you look at these really sacred oils like your spikenard and your frankincense and sandalwood, myrrh as well, that have been used traditionally, you know, in holy rituals, and traditional, you know, reconnecting rituals. Frankincense is actually really difficult as well to source. I mean, if you look at where frankincense grows, it's like this outcrop, this bush at the corner of a cliff, you know, at the edge of a cliff, and they're often, you know, having to go down. It's quite precarious. So, and then the sandalwood, like the trees need to be so mature, you're waiting 20 or 30 years for a really good yield, a good harvest for a good mature sandalwood. And myrrh, again, the resin, like the frankincense, it's frankincense tears, the myrrh, you watch that as well, that resin. So these precious oils, they take a lot. Sandalwood is one of our favourite oils and can be combined so much. And then you look at rose and jasmine, same thing. Not that they're dangerous to obtain, but you need so much of them just to create whatever it is that you need to create. So these oils are really precious. When you use them in your life, really invite them in with a prayer, with an invocation to how it is you want to be working with them.
And I love that doTERRA refuse to source anything that will become unsustainable, or if it's getting anywhere close to that, they'll actually stop selling it if it's endangering on becoming unsustainable. They just won't risk anything like that happening.
Absolutely. So Dr. Hill was also talking about respiratory support with this as well. So you could add this to enhance Easy Air, the blend that's existing, or you could do a combination of cardamom, eucalyptus, lime, cedarwoods, other things. Another one that's really great for lung support and breathing. What else have we got?
So you can combine with peppermint or citrus oils also for relaxation or elevating mood as well. I seriously feel so zen.
Yeah,
like
good.
literally, I've been pretty like trying to make things happen. So I feel good.
Yeah, I feel really good
is
too.
very good.
Spikenard's beautiful. It's quite instant, and you know we've just been sniffing it. So you can go and do lines of spikenard. Really healthy, keeps you on the ball. Let's go.
Yeah.
Okay, what else have we got? I think that's everything.
Yeah.
I think that's all the new products.
So
I'm excited.
Get to post-convention tour events.
Get there. They're everywhere.
So
they're going all around Australia.
All the new products at a heavily discounted price. We don't know those details just yet, but we'll let you know when we do.
Absolutely.
And
Look at the doTERRA Australia Facebook page and online, and there's the whole lot there written down of where they're touring, when they're going to be there, and a lot of the diamond and above leaders are going to be doing some extra events for you all as well in rural areas. Those of you that can't get to the post-convention tour because you're in rural, you can now thank your diamond leaders because they're bringing it to you. So have fun, everyone. We
Where
hope
do people
that you
find the
really love
diamond
the
leaders
journey.
events?
They're going to be released in the next day or so.
Okay,
It should be coming out in an email to you all, and it will be available online as well. So doTERRA head office are fixing all of that up as we speak.
Perfect.
And the kits will be available at those tours as well, so no one's going to miss out. So we love you all. Have heaps of fun. Enjoy the journey, and we look forward to seeing you all at our post-convention tours.
See you guys.
See you.